Two men critically wounded at the 2024 Trump rally in Butler are now suing the United States.
A word of the legal action comes nearly 2 years since the attempted assassination. KDKA's Lauren Linder was there then and is live now breaking down these new complaints. Lauren.
Ken and Christine, we knew both families intended to file lawsuits. Now they've made it official, claiming the injuries they suffered that day in Butler were a direct result of negligence on the part of the United States Secret Service.
Because of us being somewhat military, we had that, we're not going to give up. Yeah. That wasn't that easy for us to give up.
Back on July 13th, 2024, giving up wasn't an option for Jim Copenhaver and David Dutch, both caught in the line of fire at the Butler rally for then Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. Their attorneys are now filing federal lawsuits against the United States for their life-altering physical and emotional injuries. The complaints saying, quote, "The assassination attempt on President Trump's life was entirely preventable and was caused in whole or in part by the failures of the U.S. Secret Service in the days leading up to the event, as well as on the day of the assassination attempt." The families allege the lack of actions by Secret Service allowed the shooter, Thomas Crooks, who was seen acting erratically in the hours before the shooting, to climb onto the roof of the AGR building and fire 8 shots before being killed by a counter-sniper. They say the agents failed to secure the roof of the AGR building, had inadequate and improper lines of communication with local and state agencies, failed to find and question Crooks, and failed to use drone technology that would have located Crooks more than 2 hours prior to the shooting. The plaintiffs say when local law enforcement saw Crooks acting erratically and using a rangefinder, they shared an alert with a photo of him. But because of U.S. Secret Service policies and procedures, this information was not widely disseminated to all U.S. Secret Service personnel. The suit also references congressional investigations revealing a cascade of preventable failures and Secret Service acknowledging them. They say if Secret Service followed its policies and procedures, the shooting wouldn't have happened and the plaintiffs wouldn't have been injured or have to undergo the many more surgeries expected in their future.
I definitely want accountability. I mean, if you're going to do a job, do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Now, both families are seeking in excess of $150,000. A spokesperson for the Secret Service tells KDKA it does not comment on pending litigation. I also reached out to the Department of Justice for comment, but have not heard back at this time. Live in the newsroom, Lauren Linder, KDKA-TV News.
All right, thanks, Lauren.